वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. We'll chant with Namo Bhavaya Cha onwards, okay? शम्भवे नमः. नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः सर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो कपर्दिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो Contemplating on the meaning of the seventh Anuvakam. Namo Dundubhyaya cha Hananyaya cha Namo Dhrishnavecha Pramrushaya cha Is that the one we are contemplating on? Namo Dutaya cha Prehitaya cha Namo Nishangine cha Ishu Dhimate cha Namastitshne cha Ayudhine cha. That's where we paused for the meaning. I have to say last week was a phenomenal following this particular Anuvakam, how the connection was made by Divine Soul, Jeru Auntie, to the life of Zoroaster. I wish somebody actually recorded that, because how she connected the Dutaicha Prahitaicha to the messenger of God in Zoroaster. Even though we say Zoroaster, that's not the correct pronunciation. It is, Auntie? Zarathustra. And it was very touching to actually, it reflects back and back again that what we are learning here through these Veda mantras is nothing about a particular religion. It's about actually connecting to the divine being. And the divine being is manifested in so many different ways that it is impossible to comprehend how the one who has no birth or no death, Ajayamano, means the one who has no birth. Ajayamano means the one who has no birth. Ja means birth. Aja means no birth. The one the one Mano, who doesn't have Aja, birth, decided to become the many. Bahudha Vijayate. The one who has no birth, decided to become many, is the essence of the Rudram. So the one who has no birth decides to take the birth of many means what? We are all him only. When we suffer, he suffers. When he suffers, we also should connect to his suffering too. Now the question that comes is, what is it that is his suffering? This is what today in study circle we will contemplate on. So I will leave that topic for study circle. But what I want to come back to is, how is this connected to the context of the Rudram is Dundubhyayacha. Now this is a wake-up call. Dundubhi is wake-up call. And of course, if we have not woken up, Dundubhyayacha, Hananyayacha, and I went through that. This Dundubhi is the call of the Lord. When the call of the Lord comes, a Jesus, a Moses, a Zarathustra, everybody, they wake up to this call. Each and every one of us is any one of them, brothers and sisters. Each and every one of us is a Nanak. Each and every one of us is a Moses. Each and every one of us is a Jesus. But the only difference is, they woke up to the alarm call, we put it on snooze. We are pretending that the alarm call has not gone off, and therefore we continue to put it off. Let me put it off. Let me put it off. Snooze. 15 minutes. It will be calling again. Snooze. Finally, what do you say? Cancel the alarm. And then what does the alarm do? It stops ringing. Then what did you become? Suffer from happiness. Pretend there is no wake-up call. But the wake-up call is inside. It's always ringing. Wake up, my son. The time has come for you to connect to the duty of the divine. Wake up, my son. Wake up, my son. And in order to give this wake-up call, God does it in so many different ways. He does it in so many different ways, just to make sure, wake up, wake up, wake up. Kausalya, Supraja, Rama, Purva, Sandhya, Pravartate, Uttishta, Nara Shardula, Kartavyam, Daivamanhikam. This is the wake-up call given by who to who? Hello, anybody? Everybody is still sleeping or you are awake? Huh? Vishwamitra's call to Rama. Kausalya Supraja. O son, the deserved son of Kausalya, Rama, O Rama, Purva Sandhya Pravartate. The sun is about to rise in the east. Uttishta, wake up. Narashardula, the lion or the tiger amongst all the human beings, the lion. Kartavyam, Daivamanhikam. The time has come for the divine duty, therefore wake up. Hello. Do you think Rama had to be woken up? Who is this wake up call for? How do we connect to Kausalya Supraja Rama? This is another thing. I still have a unfulfilled item of explaining Suprabhatam, and when that time comes I will explain. The alarm has not woken up yet in Sacramento, I can assure you that. Or maybe it has, it's on snooze right now. But the time has come for all of us to be awakened. No question about that. Dundubhyayacha. When this call comes, Hananyayacha, you will be having the 4 F's. Follow the master, face the devil, fight to the end, finish the game. And that is what, in order to do that, God has given us instruments. Nishanginecha, Ishu Dhimatecha. I went to that. Now I also said, how many ways God gives the wake-up call. In fact, the wake-up call is given in so many different ways. And each one gets the wake-up call in a different way. Samadana, Bheda, Danda, Upayas. God gives wake-up call to all the entire humanity. Sama, He will tell. For some people, doesn't need to be that. Even within the same home, we'll see that. There will be 5 brothers in the family. One guy will be perfect. He will be awake very early in the morning, does his work and goes to work, everything. Another guy will be in slumber. You think it is to do with the parents? No. What is it to do with? The children. Everyone is in a different state of awareness. Some son has to be said, oh come on, it's time, you have to go to school, wake up, brush your teeth. And there will be some children, no need to tell, even before mother calls they are awake and they go do their work. Sama, Bheda, Danda, Upaya. Swami does exactly the same thing. Some children, he doesn't even talk. When he is upset with them, he just keeps quiet. And the child is wondering, why hasn't he talked to me? Why hasn't he talked to me? What did I do wrong? What happened? Why is he not talking to me? Why is he not talking to me? Huh? And they will be writing letters. They will be praying, Swami, please do this. Swami, we are doing 1 week of fasting until we talk to you. Swami, we are doing every day 1008 Gayatri until we talk to you. And then finally, he'll come out and say, I am very happy. And he'll talk to them. What did he do there? You think he's upset with them? No. What did he do there? Gave them a opportunity to introspect and infer. That is Sama. He has done nothing. Bheda. Sometimes he will vehemently disagree with you. He will argue with you just to make sure with your own consciousness. He will be arguing within you. Hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. Constantly this conflict is happening. And then he creates this conflict. When he creates this conflict, it is God's Leela to give wake-up call. Remember that. Today is all about wake-up call only. Huh? He creates the conflict just for us to be understanding, oh, how do I deal with this conflict? And finally, after all that, so there are people that love to argue. They want to make sure that you argue. Otherwise, they are not happy, they are not asleep. They will provoke you and all kinds of stuff. But in the process of doing that, it is spardhaya vardhate vidya. Sometimes through this healthy debate and conflict. And the conflict will give an awakening call. Some person will at some point say, what am I arguing about? That person is after all right. I am the one that is not following. This is a Bheda wake-up call. Danda. Danda means punishment. There is a punishment wake-up call. The punishment wake-up call is 9/11. Wake up. Tsunami. Wake up. Earthquake. Wake up. Fires. Wake up. Why are you still asleep? The time has come for all of us to be connected. Why are you still asleep? All of a sudden, oh my God, what happened? All the wealth, everything that I have accumulated overnight with a tsunami, entire dream is washed away. Wake up call. And that wake up call also can be a wake up call of taking upon his own body all the pain and the conflict and inflicting upon himself. And this infliction of the pain upon himself is the wake up call that Jesus has given to the entire humanity. But yet we are not awake. The Son has done that and the Father is doing the same thing again. How many people are awakened that, oh my God, look at Jesus, what he has done to himself. And many people are awakened by that Christ consciousness. Dundubhyayacha, Hananyayacha, Drishnavacha. Now, what does this mean? This doesn't mean that we inflict the pain upon ourselves. Hello. Listen to this very carefully. Yesterday, we had a phenomenal experience of doing this Rudrabhishekam in this temple that was way in the forests in Lahonda. It was a treacherous drive to get into this incredible place. And when we were there, I was astonished to see this 7-foot lingam. 7-foot lingam. Nowhere in the forest. And on the top of this lingam were 1,000 lingams that are on the top of the lingam. On the lingam itself. When we were doing the Abhishekam, it's actually feeling that we are worshipping, washing the entire cosmos. And Bhagavan was worshipped as Satya Sai Ishvara on that lingam. And the energy and the love that was felt is incredible because the time has come for us to be able to come together, put aside the time we are dedicating for other things that are mundane. In fact, the Lord's Leela is so incredible. He decided to bring together the entire Indian community all across the world in the name of cricket and to make prayers. How can that be? Now, can you imagine? Every damn Indian, I'm sure, prayed. For what? To get the World Cup. But they prayed. The bottom line is they prayed. Oh, we want to be world champions. But they prayed. Another way of giving the wake-up call. In the name of a game, let them at least pray. But there are some fools that are writing, this is Rama going against Lanka and Ravana and all this. What is this? Foolishness. There is no Ravana in Lanka, you stupid people. Those days are gone. Every single one is a Rama and a Sai Rama. Everyone is a Sai Rama. Where is Ravana? No, gone. The time has come, there is no Ravana to exist. In fact, there are incredible devotees from Sri Lanka for Sai Rama, which even Indians cannot even comprehend. I know that for a fact. But yet, there are some people that choose to create conflict and try to pray so that they get this fanaticism. But there are some people, whatever happens, Bhagavan, let the best win. There are some that are praying, but bottom line is, look at Swami's Leela. At a very incredible time that we are going through in the Sai Yuga, he chose to wake up the entire Indian community. More than 1 billion people come in the name of a game and at least pray. Another type of wake-up call. Dundubhyayacha. Dundubhi is wake-up call. And we have to be awakened now. And then what happens? This mind and the intellect, every single aspect of the divine consciousness is enabled. All the faculties are arisen. And when they are arisen, there is a resolve. Hello, Sairam, brother, sit properly. Kanna, sit properly. There is a resolve. There is a resolve to do something about the wake-up call. And when this wake-up call has come, you resolve to come together in His name and in His form, to adore Him, to love Him, to serve Him, to worship Him, to do everything and anything that is possible for Him. The mind and the intellect are focused like an arrow. Ishu dhi matecha. Mati means mind, dhi means intellect, ishu means pointed as an arrow. They become one pointed focus towards Him. Sthitshnesha vecha ayudhinecha. Sthitshnesha means there will be dikshna. Diksha. Diksha means complete resolve. Ayudhinecha. All the faculties, all the instruments, all the weapons will be assembled. Hello, Sairam. Please listen to this very carefully. There is a reason and a purpose why I am discussing this with this intent. This ayudha that we are talking about are not the deadly weapons against each other. The ayudha that I am talking about is using what God has given us in the context of a sight, a hearing, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. These are instruments, the weapons given to you by God. How are you using those weapons? And last time when we had the satsang of part 3, right? Part 3 only, no? Yeah. Of Glory of Sai, we talked about the beautiful composition of Bhagavan, Shiva, 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 Yanarada. Right? And how you apply your eyes, how you apply your ears, how you apply your smell, how you apply your talk, how you apply your talk, walk, everything. Walk the talk. That's what Swami talks about in that beautiful composition of his. All the ayudhas are those. How are you applying them for His work? Sthitshnesha vecha ayudhinecha. Next one is swayudhayacha sudhanvanecha. Ayudha again means weapon, ayudha, instrument. Swa means self. Even the self itself become the instrument. Swa means Swami, we say. What does Swami mean? Seva, we say. What does Seva mean? Sa eva becomes Seva. Sa plus eva becomes Seva. Eva, everything. Sa, me, I am. When you look at everything and you say, you see yourself in that thing, that is Seva. Swami means the one that is residing within me. So when you say Swami, what are you saying? Referring to yourself. How can you treat yourself different from Him then? You cannot. That's the paradox. Swayudhayacha means your own self becomes the instrument. This is exactly what is described in Purusha Suktam. What is described in Purusha Suktam is that when the time has come, God has decided to sacrifice Himself for the entire humanity. And that is what is described in Purusha Suktam. We are all chanting this Purusha Suktam, Sri Suktam, all these Suktams. But there is no connection. How does this apply to me? How does this apply for me to be an instrument of God? If this call is not there, then this learning the Veda is simply waste of time. It's just waste of time. It's only to demonstrate how beautifully we can chant. It has no relevance and context in the mission of God. But yet, as you chant and chant and chant and chant, at some point you will be asking, your intellect will be asking, am I wasting time? Then if it is turned towards what it is, why it is, how it is, when it is, then you begin to, this inquiry becomes the purpose of this. Swayudhayacha means my own self is the instrument of God. Sudhanvanecha. Dhanusu is again the mind. Sudhanvana means every mind becomes a positive instrument, a good instrument. Sudhanvanecha. Now you see, Srutyayacha, Pathyayacha, Katyayacha, Nipyayacha, Sudhyayacha, Sarasyayacha, Nadhyayacha, Vaishantayacha, Kupyayacha, Vatyayacha, Varshyayacha, Avarsyayacha, Meghyayacha, Vidyutyayacha, Idhriyayacha, Atapyayacha, Vatyayacha, Reshmiyayacha, Vastavyayacha, Vastupayacha. Now, when you look at this, when your mind becomes his instrument, your own self becomes his instrument, or the self is the instrument, the mind is the good instrument, then what you begin to see is described from here on. Srutyayacha, then you will see him walking on all the footpaths, every single marga, Kaula marga, Jnana marga, Karma marga, Bhakti marga, this marga, that marga, every marga, you will be able to find him only. Means he will be present in all the faiths, irrespective of what your faith is. Why? Because your mind has become his instrument. Your self has become his instrument. Therefore, what happens? Srutyayacha, Pathyayacha. Every faith will be praising him only. This is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. And yesterday when I was in the temple, I was telling, when we were worshipping Shiva, Shiva means Nirguna. Allah means Nirguna. How can we take a Shivalinga and say that you cannot chant the name of Allah here? Shiva is Allah only. Srutyayacha. Al means energy. Aha means the one who is associated with that. Allah means Shiva Shakti. Go figure out who that is. Al means energy. Aha means the one who is associated with it. Who is associated with Shakti? Shiva. So Allah means what? Now, Hindus should not be thinking, therefore all the Muslims are worshipping Shiva. No. Hello. They are worshipping Shiva in a different way. Just understand that it's not converting all the Muslims into Hindus. This is another perverted way of interpretation that happens. Oh, therefore our religion is great because even they are worshipping Shiva only. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. I want to be crystal clear. Because some Hindus are again stupid fanatics. They write these articles saying that in this Makkah there is Shivalingam, therefore all the Muslims are worshipping. What a stupid perverted interpretation that they are giving. The recognition is that they are worshipping God in a different form, which is not different from what you are worshipping. That is what it means. Don't convert all the Muslims into Hindus or Christians into Hindus or Hindus into Christians. What is this conversion stupidity that goes on? There is no need for any conversion. Let every human being worship the God in his own way, in his own form, in his own pleasure, in his own love, in his own capacity. Try to understand that what he or she is worshipping is no different from what you are worshipping. And this is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. It doesn't mean because I wore vibhuti and put this thing, I am a Hindu fanatic. I worship God like that. I chose to wear this in my own way. If you don't feel you need to wear this, I have no problem with that. I don't judge you because you are not wearing kumkum or vibhuti, etc. But understand that God can be worshipped in many paths, praised in many paths. Srutyaya cha, patyaya cha. That's what it means. Katyaya cha, nipyaya cha. Katyaya cha, he is in canal water, the water that is flowing in a canal. Nipyaya cha, the water that is flowing in streams. Kana, please sit back and sit properly. Yeah. Good. Listening, no? Yes? Yes. Okay. Katyaya cha, nipyaya cha. The one who is in streams, the one who is in canals. Sudhyaya cha, sarasyaya cha. Sudhyaya cha means the one who is in the water of a pool, like a swimming pool. Sarasyaya cha means the one who is in a saras, means a huge lake. Then Nadhyaya cha, the one who is in the water of a flowing river. Vaishantaya cha, the one who is in the water of a pond. Now you see how many different ways water is manifested. That's what being described here. How many different ways water is, you are able to connect to water. Now it is stated before, Srutyaya cha, Patyaya cha, the one who is worshipped in so many different ways, on so many different paths. And in order to give a pratyaksha pramana, a direct evidence of what that means, now they are describing, taking what you see in the world as water, and now describing this water in so many beautiful different ways. You are seeing the water in a canal, you are seeing the water in a stream, you are seeing the water in a lake, you are seeing the water in a pond, you are seeing the water in a pool, you are seeing the water in a well, you are seeing the water coming out of a spring. Kupyaya cha means well. Vatyaya cha means spring. Water coming out of a spring. Varshaya cha, water coming from rain. Avarshaya cha, water that does not come due to rain also. Oh. You're wondering, what is that? How can that be? How can water be coming without any rain? We'll come to that. Huh? Beautiful, but there is a well inside. It's called well-being. When there is well-being, the well will give water from the tears. But that is true. How is that water coming out? That water comes out, that's exactly, connection is happening because Bhagavan is here with us. When he is sitting amongst us, everybody can connect to it. And when we walk out of here, somehow that connection is lost somewhere. Oh man, what happened? I was feeling his presence right there. I walk out of that place, somehow everything is gone. Why? Maya, 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 Maha Tagni Ham Jane, Jane, Jane. Maya takes it away from you. It says, oh, don't get attached to this. Otherwise, what happens? You become divine. If everybody becomes divine, then there is a problem too. So Maya comes. He applies this Maya just to test the resolve, how much you are connected. Throws it at you, plays with you. She said beautifully, Avarshaya cha. Now you see how this beautiful Anuvakam, how it is flowing. The connection from one mantra to another mantra, if you are not already making it, I'm sure you are all much more smarter than me and so you are connecting at a much better baud rate than I am. Varshaya cha, Avarshaya cha, Kupyaya cha, Vatyaya cha, Varshaya cha, Avarshaya cha, Meghyaya cha, Vidyutyaya cha. Megha is clouds. He is the water in the clouds. And the water in the clouds, Vidyutyaya cha. What happened? Lightning. Vidyut also means electricity, electromagnetic power. So where is the water coming from? The electromagnetic power, connection, electricity, connection, current is there everywhere. Vatyaya cha, Reshmiyaya cha. Vatyaya cha means rainy storm. Reshmiyaya cha means wind that is hoarse and powerful. Oh, before that, Idhriyaya cha, clear sky. Means no cloud. Idhriyaya cha, Atapyaya cha, the one who is Atapyaya cha means the one who is the sun that is letting the water evaporate. In fact, without the sun, there is no water. Where is the water actually coming from? From the sun. Think about that. Fire comes from water actually. Fire is coming from water. It all looks very paradoxical, totally confusing against all the dogmas that we are taught in life. And now you are seeing all the multiplicity, but somebody is telling you, look, everything is unity only. Now you are confused. What is he talking about? I am seeing multiplicity, but how can that be unity? The wave comes. What's the cause of the wave? Huh? What's the cause of the wave? No, who creates the wave? Hello, ocean, ocean, hello. Keep it simple. You're seeing it. Without the ocean, there is no wave, right? The wave comes. Sometimes the wave is huge. Tsunami. Sometimes the wave is very small. Sometimes the wave has the froth on it. Sometimes the wave brings all the dirt out. Sometimes the wave brings all the algae out. Sometimes the wave brings all the sea animals out. Seaweeds out, yes. What's the cause? The ocean. Can there be a wave without the ocean? No. Same thing here. He is the cause. We are the effect. To understand that the effect is related to the cause and the cause is the effect is the cause, they are no different from each other. This is the essence of what we are talking here. So the cause of the entire water is who? Sun. I'm asking very tricky questions here. Hello. Yes? Nitin. Who is the sun? Do you know who the son of sun is? Huh? Light. Yeah, good. That's right. Kiran, the rays are coming from the sun. So, Vatyaya cha, Reshmiyaya cha, Vastavyaya cha. Correct? Vastavyaya cha, Vastupaya cha. Vastavyaya cha means everything that is Vastava, that you can actually experience, the material itself. Vastupaya cha means the one who is enabling a material to be present at a particular place and a time. That also is him only. That's what I was saying, the cause and the effect. Cause is vastupa, vastava is the effect. The cause and the effect is him only. I know you are all feeling little bit. Let's chant this particular Anuvakam again. Namo Dundu Now, if we look at the different waters, it also applies to human conscience, manifested in different ways. When we connect to the reality, each person has their own way to connect to the reality. For some people it is a pond, for some people it is a well, deep. For some people it comes just from grace. For some people it automatically is there. For some people it is no only. No water at all. Everything they say they are negative only. But when the no is connected with W, what did it become? What's the difference? The W. What's the W? Water. Fantastic. See, that is the now. What he is hearing is all about water. Therefore, he connected the W to water. That is actually the supreme divine is that only. They just don't have any analysis around it. It's just the presence is the water. The presence is the conscience. When you have that presence, that's why young children are referred to as God. Why? Because they're just present to what they're facing with. They don't try to analyze it. They don't try to make it a big deal. Make a molehole into a mountain, or a mountain into a molehole. In Telugu they call Gorantalu Kondantalu Chesina. That is actually they took that from Telugu and made it molehole into mountain. Okay, that's the analogy. So the molehole into mountain, they don't do that. What it is just that. The no is declining the reality. When you say no, what you're saying is you're denying the reality. You're trying to postpone something. Oh, this is not for now. This is not for now. Now when you bring the W here, the W is the W is water, the W is actually wisdom. The W is worship. The W is work. The W is water. How many different W's are there? When the no becomes now, then you are associating with work, which is karma, worship, which is the bhakti, W, the wisdom of presence. It can be anything based on whatever your state of consciousness is. And this water, W, very beautiful. Now you see, I learned something incredible today. I never connected the W with water. Today in this Anuvakam, Swami chose to give it to a little boy in the class today. So the water is described in so many different ways. Again, we have our own tendency to say what we do. That's the way you feel, because that's how the human mind is driven. Whatever you do, you think is the greatest thing. What others do is, why are they not doing what I am doing? Why are they not doing what I am doing? I sit down and do Sandhya Vandanam every day. Why is it that they don't do what I am doing? No, it doesn't really matter. If they have the awareness of doing something else in connecting to God, that is absolutely perfect and fine. But the trouble comes is not at the individual level, but at the relative level. At relative level, there has to be some way of coming together and doing it. No? Yes or no? Yes. The problem is not at the individual level. Individuals, you can choose whatever you want. Now when you come and together and say, then the like-minded come together and do something. These are the ponds, these are the lakes, and there are also the rivers. The rivers are, imagine what a river does. The river, actually, if you take the mother Ganga, she fell down from the Akasha onto the earth. That's why the only river, the highest waterfall is actually Ganga only, not Amazon. Hello. It came from Akasha, the height of all the heights. Now you understand what Ganga is. When it falls, any of these rivers, the rivers are flowing. What is their destiny? Ocean. But when they merge with the ocean, is there any identity? No. You can refer to each river by its name based on where it is coming from. But once it is merged in ocean, do you call this water is from Amazon, this water is from Ganga, this water is from this water is... Can you distinguish that? No. Akashat patitam toyam yadha gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskaram keshavam pratigacchati. Chumma chanting only. The Chumma chanting has to translate into Akashat patitam toyam. Toyam means water. Akashat patitam. It's falling from the sky. Where does it end up? Yadha gacchati sagaram. Just like it is, the destiny is that of the ocean. Sarvadeva namaskaram. All the namaskarams, the respects that you are praying to the divinity in different gods and their names. Where do they end up? Keshava. Who is Keshava now? All of a sudden. Why is Keshava one god? Who is Keshava? Krishna. How can a Muslim listen to this prayer and think, it goes to Krishna? Come on, give me a break. My prayer doesn't go to Krishna. My prayer isn't going to Krishna. Who is Keshava then? The one who with dark hair is Keshava. Keshava also means the one who takes your dark hair. If you have some left already. Please don't feel offended, brothers. Yeah. The darkness there refers to the depth of being. Why is the sky dark blue in color? Because it has no end. It's infinite. Sagaram is infinite. Now when we connect to these different waters, the river flowing towards if you just imagine, just meditate on what happens with the river. When you sit and meditate on what happens to a river, the river will be flowing. At places, there will be deadly rocks. The river doesn't say, there are huge rocks. Let me stop. Let someone come and clear this rock, then I will flow. Will the river say that? No. What does it do? It flows around the big rock, around the big mountain. Then when it going to the forest, there will be all these bushes with thorns. Does the river say, oops, it's going to hurt me, all these thorns, let me stop? Does it do that? No. It just keeps flowing. All of a sudden there will be a great soul coming to the bank of a river and he will be doing his worship. Does the river say, oops, great man is doing worship here, let me stop and watch him? Does it do that? No. What does it do? Keeps flowing. A stupid fellow will come to the bank of a river to take care of his daily needs and does all kinds of stupid things. Does the river say, oops, he is making me impure, let me stop? Does the river do that?
No.
What does it do?
Keep flowing.
Exactly. Now you see. Men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Who said this? It's a poem called The Brook by F.W. Longfellow. That's why it's called Longfellow. Great guy. Men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. This is the essence of a river. It doesn't stop. I know my destiny. It's the ocean. That's where I end up. I don't need to stop. I know actually when I merge into this ocean, I lose my identity. But I don't care. My destiny is Bhagavan. My destiny is God. In the process, some great guys will come. I won't stop. I watch them. Thank you very much. Keep going. Some stupid fellows will come. Hey, Sai Baba is not God. What are you talking about? He's a magician. He's this, he's that. If he's God, why is he suffering? What's happening to his body right now? Why do you worship him? Thank you very much. You keep going. Problems will come, troubles will come. You don't say, let me stop. Keep going. Keep going. Great things will happen. Awards will come. People will come and praise you. Oh this, oh that. Don't stop. Keep going. All those praises are worthless. All those blames are worthless. They don't get you a cup of coffee on a rainy day. Don't worry. Be happy. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Because the destiny is Him. What does it mean the destiny is Him? But if you look at the way the cycle happens, when all the rivers come to the ocean, the subject today is water. That's why all about the river, the pond, the lakes, the streams, the canals, the wells. All these are different things. If you are a river, just keep going. If you are a well, you are just stuck. I am sorry. You are a well. Come out of the well. Kupastha mandukam. Don't be a frog in the well. The level of the water in the well can disappear. Today you may be a full well. You are welly full. But then what happens? Your resources decline. All of a sudden, after a few years, this well becomes totally useless. The wealth that you accumulate today, if it is only sitting in the well, not being shared with anything. In fact, the reason why the wells go down is, if you don't keep withdrawing the water from the water in the well keeps going down, there is no stream of water coming up, then what happens? You are stuck. Sorry, after a few years, you will have no water left in your well. The message here is, duddu, blooddu, fooddu, Swami says, should always be flowing. Duddu is money, fooddu is food. Duddu is money, blooddu is blood. If it is not flowing, what happens? You are dead. Dead do. Telugu is a very beautiful language. We have love to use the oo after everything. Phonu, duddu, blood do, food do, without which you are dead do. Okay. Come back to the well. The water in the well means because of some grace, some beautiful canal, some beautiful stream. Today you have water in your well. And if you don't share it with others, after a few, let it flow in fullness of devotion to thee. Time is up. So I'm going to stop here. Next week, Sunday is, we won't have the class. But I have a special request for all of you. I would like all of you here to come, whoever is present here today, now, come at 9 o'clock and do 108 Gayatris, 21 times Sai Gayatri, the prayers that we are doing every day. And those of you who are online also can join. Please do this. We'll have the call-in number into the same Veda class and we'll send a note, 9 o'clock next week, 108 Gayatri chanting. And the week after that is the 16th and we will do a beautiful Anuvakam. That's the essence of the entire Vedas. Is in that Anuvakam, Namasomayacha, Rudrayacha. That particular Anuvakam will start next week. So brothers and sisters, the time has come for us to all connect. And today on the SSS BPT, the Satya Sai Publications and Trust, there was an announcement posted which is publicly available to all of us. Swami has gone into dialysis now and is on support for ventilation and things like that. We are not going to get, the announcement actually says, hopefully today we will read it, but it says that his condition is stable and keep the prayers. I'll read it to you exactly. This is official announcement on the SSS BPT. So you might have already, there was one posted yesterday also. The latest medical bulletin released at 5:30 hours by Sri Satya Sai Institute of Health and Medical Sciences, Prashanti Graham. Please sit down, Kada, please sit down. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who has been admitted in the hospital for the last 5 days, is responding to the treatment given to him quite effectively. He is still on assisted ventilation to help his respiratory system and is breathing more easily. He had a hemodialysis in the morning. The panel of specialists are monitoring all his vital functions, including kidneys, and are satisfied with his response to the treatment. Today, a team of specialists deputed by the government of Andhra Pradesh also went through the process of treatment rendered to him and had a detailed and fruitful discussion with the panel of specialists treating Bhagavan Baba. Yesterday actually there was on Sunday, April 3rd, 10 hours IST, Bhagavan is admitted to this hospital on 28th March 2011 and had implantation of pacemaker in the heart. He is on ventilator support for assisting the respiration. Dialysis is being done to assist his kidney function. So all of this is on SSS BPT. I think the greatness with the Divine Being and Avatar is when we pray to Him, and we will do the study circle on this later on. I know we're running late here. So the contemplation of the study circle will be on this. we'll be doing Gayatri chanting today as part of our bhajans. And wherever you are, whoever you are, meet with the devotees. Take the opportunity to pray to the well-being of the divine. Om Sri Sai Ram. Om